Okay, another video. Got this rough cut walnut blank. I'm going to try to turn into a bowl. I did a little bit of turning off camera because it was going to be bad. So this blank was pretty tall. I didn't want to make a really tall bowl out of it. So what we're going to try to do is do like a little grain match set. I don't know, it's either going to be two bowls or a bowl and like a, excuse me, little saucer or something. So I already kind of rough turn, put a tenon on this. So we're going to see how this goes. Get my mask on. I'm going to spin this up. I think I'll be able to get a tenon put on this pretty easy, finish rounding it out, and then we'll flip it around in the chuck, hollow it out, and I may do these in 2 videos, might do it in 1, we'll just see how it goes. So I'm starting out with my little 3/8 bowl gouge. Couldn't tell you what brand it is. Just sharpened a little bit ago. I think it's already a little bit dull. I'm gonna try to flatten this bottom a little more, get a tenon on. Then I'm probably gonna switch over to my carbide just for a lot quicker work. And I am by no means a professional or expert, so if you're a wood turner and you're watching, you have comments, suggestions, please let me know in the comments what I can do better. If I'm doing something wrong, I'd love to hear it because I'm still learning. So. So clearly, taking some pretty big gouges out, getting some catches. Done a lot more work with the carbide than I have traditional tools. That's what I'm more comfortable with. But I'm trying to get back to traditional and get more comfortable. Obviously, you can see it's not working out great for me. So, I'm doing what I can. So I think that 10, get my calipers here. So I think my tenon's good. We get my square carbide chisel. I'm gonna go ahead and try to flatten this bottom out a little bit better, and then I'm gonna round it out with my other carbide. As we get some cracks here, so I'm going to take that down. even with the carbide, gosh. I don't know if you can see that, I got a huge catch right there, so we'll fix it. Nothing that can't be fixed. Trying to decide on the shape. Kind of like that shape. I want to get a little more of a recessed foot right here. When I take the tenon off, the way the bowl's got a nice little foot to sit on so it's not wobbly. Also keep in mind when you look at this and think, oh, that's really rough, he needs to sand. Well, I'm just rough turning because these bowls are still, these blanks are still really wet. So they're gonna have to dry out a lot. So, she's on there. So, yeah, I do need to sand, but it's just a rough turning, so we're just gonna hollow it out. We're gonna leave pretty thick walls, and we'll come back here in a few months when she's dry. Oh, you know what? I just messed up. That tenon is not tall enough. I could just edit that out of the video and look a whole lot better than I am, but I'll leave it. I'll leave my mistakes. Go a little bit. Make it a little bit taller. I know that's good enough, but the electric's not gonna hurt. Okay. Number 2. Let's see. Get it right this time. Also, if anybody knows of some kind of extension I can put on a Grizzly G0462 lathe, because when I put my forge awl on here, especially with this style, the Nova 2 chuck, I'm always hitting my RPM readout. So if you know of some kind of extension, this spindle extension, whatever that would be called. Let me know. Make life easier. So, see if we need to kind of re-round that. This is going to be good and true still. Yeah. That's pretty good. And I'm going to put my get my live center out of here. It's going to be a fun video to watch. All right, I'm going to put a little 2-inch Forstner bit in here. Blooper roll is going to be great in this video, y'all. Okay. 2-inch Forstner bit. Give me a good hold. Get going to hollow this thing out. Had my depth gauge. There it is. All right. Let's see. Get off that metric. All right, 1.5 inches. So about another 1/2 inch to go. So that is pretty close on the depth. All right, I think I still have a good camera angle. All right. So I'm just trying to want to make sure my tool rest is fairly square to the lathe. That way I can make sure I get the bowl squared off, because it is pretty pretty wonky there, so just gonna start hollowing and get this squared up. Okay, well, so we had another good catch. So that is just my inexperience on tool presentation, and I'm sure I'm moving too fast, trying to take too big of bites. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but this right here, I mean, it took a huge gouge. All right. So I'm going to turn the lathe speed up. I'm going to slow my tool presentation down. I'm going to switch to the bowl gouge. I'm going to see what I can do with that. I don't know. We'll see. So I think, again, I'm no expert, kind of winging everything here, but I think my tool rest was too high, because even still, when I present the tool, I'm coming in a little high of center. I think that's good. I think maybe that's partly why I got that bad catch, because right here I'm coming in pretty good on center. I'm gonna try again. I will say it's kind of like what this tool is made for right here. I don't know. Call me crazy, but it seems like it's working quite well. So, still super thick on the sides. I'm going to check my depth again, because I just feel like, let's see. Yeah, I can go. We're going to use metric right now, just because that's what side I'm on. Oh yeah, so I've got, what is that, millimeters? Wow, that's, well, if I go to freedom units, I can get two freedom units deep, and I am maybe 1.25 inches deep so far, so I can go pretty deep still. So I'm super afraid of going too thin and punching through the side or the bottom, but I don't know, we're just gonna send it. Okay, so again, anybody with experience watching, I would really appreciate the help. So when I'm presenting my carbide straight, in the corner it's starting to get a catch. I don't know why. I don't know which angle I need to rotate. I don't know if I should rotate in with the blade angled that way, or if I should try to angle in that way. Obviously, if I angle this way, the back of the steel is going to be hitting the back of the bowl. So to me, that doesn't make sense. But if I angle in this way, I just feel like that's going to give me a catch also. I don't know. Little sketchy. So I'm going to, I don't know. And what's the difference between my little, I don't even know what to call this tool. A negative rate scraper, I believe. I don't know. Again, if you're watching, you got experience, please leave me a comment, let me know, because I'm confused. These seem to be bevel eyes. I know they're different bevel, but they seem to have a similar profile. They're both roundish, so confused. I'm learning as I go. I still need to take off quite a bit of material. So I guess we'll go back to the ball gouge and we'll see what we can do with that. We'll move to our rest and we'll see so. So I think, let's see, I'm trying to look at my camera angle up here, sorry. I think because I did such a such a sharp, flat curve here, if that makes sense. I think that's why I'm having such a difficult time getting a bulk of this material out of the corner. That's better. I think I'm down to about, I don't know, half a freedom unit, give or take. So I'm gonna clean this up with the scraper. I hate to try to move the camera so you guys can see.